I want to take this opportunity to thank Reverend Lonnie Sheridan, the senior pastor of the Metropolitan Community Church of New Orleans, and the LGBTQ Archive Project of Louisiana. 50 years ago, something happened in this country that you're here to talk about today. How thankful I am that all of you scholars are coming here to make a difference for us in our history. We who are part of the LGBTQ community forever, we stop and we look about things that have happened in our life. One is the fire in New Orleans. It's one of those tragedies that we talk about in our history, and I'm not going to talk about today. I want to take the time to let the historians here who have written books, who have made movies, and different things that'll happen this weekend to tell you more about the UpStairs Lounge fire in Louisiana. I've got to tell you that my own remembrance of that time was things of just terror by today's standards. One was going to the fire unit at Charity Hospital, brand new, and visiting several of the men who had been burned so badly and would be dead 3 days hence. I remember going into one room and a young man looked up at me and he said, someone told me you're Reverend Troy Perry. I said, that's correct. And he said, I want to know if you can help me do something. I said, sure, you just tell me and I can help you. And he said, Reverend Perry, would you help me find a job? I received a telephone call this morning from the school district here in Louisiana where they have fired me. And here I am in this hospital room, burned with so much of my body, and I can't even get out. I told him, I said, don't you worry. When you get out, we'll take care of that problem. Well, he never got out. He burned to death, and you'll hear his story somewhere this weekend as you all gather together here. Whatever you do, remember this. Remembering that, oh my goodness, nobody cared back then. I went to church bodies, I went to politicians, trying to find a place to hold a service. No one would let me. People hung up on me. One good thing that came out later, 45 years later, Time magazine wrote an article about the fire, and they quoted the Archbishop of Louisiana. And Time magazine evidently called Catholic headquarters in New Orleans, and Time magazine told them who they were. And the Archbishop invited them into his office, and he said, that may have happened 45 years ago, but it wouldn't happen today. We would make sure that the Catholic Church was on the front pew when it came to helping people. Hear us on that. So I'm thankful that there has been changes, and thankful every day that things are different. But not a lot has changed. In 50 years, thank God, we can at long last hear the word gay, lesbian, bi, transgendered. You can hear all about all of our different branches of our community. And still, in this day and age, people are getting hurt. The trans community in America, it is a shame what's happening to them. And we who are not trans have to help them more. I just want to take the time to say again, thank you all. Thank you for coming this weekend. This is a fire that I'll never forget. So thank you, and keep up the good fight, you who are part of our community, and all you queers out there. I count you, the heterosexuals, in our queer section. And I want to thank you, too, for coming today to be a part of this conference.